Hi, welcome to Matt's Garage. Basic tip for today is how to press in bushings into your suspension. Like if you have shackles that take bushings, or into your leaf spring eyes, or parts of your frame that take bushings. A lot of people use poly bushings these days, and those are these polyurethane bushings. They kind of go into either side, and then you drive a pin through the center, and that's what gives it its stability. That's what you bolt your shackle up to. You can actually use this tool to install these as well. You don't really need it, but it's really handy for getting those out. So what you do is you just get a socket the same diameter as the bushing sleeve, and you put on either side, and you turn this, and it will push this bushing sleeve out. But we're talking about installing rubber bushings, which is what the OEM came with. They give a better ride on road, and the way they work, in case you've never seen one up close, it's basically a metal sleeve. Sorry, let's get a focus here. It's a metal sleeve with baked-in rubber and this metal inner sleeve. So metal outer, rubber, metal inner, and you can see the teeth on there. That's because the actual twisting doesn't come from the bolt turning within. That would be crazy. I mean, look at the diameter of that. It's actually this rubber twisting within the sleeve is what gives the torsional sort of spring in your suspension. I didn't know that. I recently learned this. So, but it's a press fit into wherever it's supposed to go. And if you've ever had to remove one, you know it's no fun. A common way to remove it is you burn the rubber out, and then...
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Where was I? I got an Alexa in my garage now, so Mrs. Matt's Garage can get a hold of me. Where was I? Right, so you burn out the rubber basically, and then you have to get in there with a chisel and carefully peel this metal off. I don't like that, so I use a lot of anti-seize when I install these, because first of all, I hope these things outlast me. No, is that right? No, I would like to only have to change these one more time in my life, and when I do, I would like it to be easier. So without further, you get a socket that's the same diameter as the outer metal sleeve, and that's what you press it in with. I'm going to zoom in on this thing, and then we're going to hear loud noise. Now I have this in a vise, but you can do this on the vehicle. I just did the other 4, 8, 10 on the vehicle, or on the, not on the vise. So basically get that in there. And this is an Astro tool 7865. It's basically like a big C-clamp, but it's way more useful because it's got this hole in the end. So you're able to press things in and out that you otherwise can't. And it's obviously a lot more heavy duty than a C-clamp. So go in and went a little too far with that one, but you can see now it's pressed in. But you want it to be even. Is that even? It looks even on the camera. Even Steven? Yeah, maybe we leave that. And then you just wipe off the excess anti-seize. Also a good idea to put anti-seize in the bolt, or on the bolts when you bolt this tight, because it's not supposed to rotate, so it's not like breaking loose all the time, and bolts get frozen in here. They swell up when they get rusty, so the anti-seize will help it not get rusty. And what else was I going to tell you about this stuff? I think that's it. It's good stuff. I love this tool. I've used it so many times. There's just all these circumstances I've had where I needed to press something on the vehicle, and that is the way to do it. You know, hammers don't always work because especially when you're using rubber, it's got give, so the hammer's basically useless. Anyway, I got one more to do, and that's all of the bushings on the vehicle. Oh, tightening this. So that's the last thing I wanted to tell you guys was when you are tightening the bolts on this, like don't do it when you're, if you're just replacing the bushings in your vehicle, sorry, I realized I'm a little low. If you're just replacing the bushings in your vehicle, it's not a big deal. You can tighten them down. Once you get all of the bushings done, you know, you get the bolts through, tighten them down at once. You may want to, like, if your fuel tank's empty or your hood's off, put extra weight on to mimic the weight of a fully loaded vehicle, and then tighten them down. Because imagine if you tighten it down here and then you weight the vehicle down, it's already stressing out the rubber. What you want to do is let it slide down to where it's weighted, then tighten it down, and then it puts the minimal amount of strain on the rubber. Crazy stuff, man. You learn something every day. All right. I will see you next time on Matt's Garage. Have a good